So let me ask you, is Ovechkin going to get there? Like, we all thought it was a fait accompli here. He needs 5 more goals. Is this going to be like the biggest cliffhanger since Who Shot JR?
Yeah, maybe. The math is 5 goals in 9 games, which he can definitely do. They're going to be looking for him. I think he needs another multi-goal game, Jay. Like, they play Boston tonight. If he gets 2 goals and he's down to 3 and 8, that's a lot more doable. But it's the funny thing about Ovi. You know what he said after the last game where he scored? He goes, "We lost 3 in a row," and it just tells you how important. Like, I'm sure it's very, very important for him to break that record. But he's focused on winning his second cup, and he knows he has a team underneath him that can possibly win. So I think we'll get there. It may come down to game 82, Jay, but I think if he gets 1 or 2 closer and he's at 3, with the Capitals really having the Metro Division in hand, you're going to start looking for the player. So I think that as we creep towards the game 82, I think you'll see more opportunities for him because they've clinched the division basically, and then they'll be looking to set him up. So they don't have to talk about this over the summer into next season.
I had Chuck Todd on the show last week, formerly of Meet the Press, who's a huge sports fan. And we were talking about the DC sports scene because obviously he lives there. And I asked him a question about the chase and how much it's captivated the hearts and minds and the imaginations of sports fans there. And he was kind of wishy-washy on it in that while they have a diehard fan base and they sell out the place and that fan base is rabid, it is still relatively small to the overall DMV. And while they're rooting for the team, I almost get the sense that that team winning a Stanley Cup would be bigger in some regards than the chase for him trying to catch Gretzky. Am I wrong?
No, I think this supersedes it because they have won there. They won in 18. Yeah. So if Ovi had not won anything and he's chasing the record, then it's a bigger story in pursuit of his first Stanley Cup and to break history. So I think so. It's not a big market. It's not a big city. So and you have the Commanders. You have it's not a great sports market right now. So I think I'm surprised it's not a bigger story because, well, the Commanders did well, obviously, in the playoffs. Sure. But I think as we get closer and closer, it's down to 1 or 2. I think it becomes the biggest story in that market.